FY25. Now you're watching Markets at Noon with me, Kanishka Sarkar, and Srishti Sharma. Well, Srishti, both benchmarks trading under that 1%, trading almost 1% lower.
Well, certainly a very good afternoon to you, Kanishka, and to all our viewers as well. Well, yes, it's almost a 1% cut coming in on both the benchmark indices, Nifty as well as Nifty Bank. But the global handover was actually even weaker. So Indian markets are finding a bit of a resilience. When we look at the Nifty 50 counters, then it's some of these metal counters that are shining bright. Case in point being Tata Steel, JSW Steel. Along with that, we are also seeing that BEL is one such stock which is continuing its uptrend. On the flip side, we are seeing that M&M, ITC, Tech Mahindra, they are some of the laggards, and especially the IT pack. If you will see, then stocks like TCS, other than that, Tech-M, they are all reeling under pressure. The breadth of the market is a bit even, Steven, not much of a concern there, but India Wix is something very crucial to watch out for because, yes, the global handover wasn't that exciting, but on the flip side, India Wix is actually inching higher with over 17 points as we are speaking right now. That 17.5 mark is what we are getting to see. So let's see whether that inches up or that actually turns out and tries to bode well for the bulls out there. But on the flip side, some of the other stock movers, Astral Limited was one such company, did come out with its earnings, not a great set, but the management is really positive that going ahead, the government can take some steps on the anti-dumping duty. Nalco, after good set of numbers, not so exciting management commentary, holding on to the gains of 3%. Other than that, select pharma counters like Zydus Life, they are also holding up well. Colgate is, of course, under pressure after a dismal set. Dixon Technologies, second straight day on the trot where the stock is under pressure, and BSC2 is definitely on the news. That stock is also reeling under pressure with almost 4% off cut as we speak right now. Let's also have a look at some of the movers within the broader market space because for now, not much of a decline on the index level is what we are seeing, but some of the healthcare counters, some of the shipping counters, defense plays that are still holding on to that shade of green, Kanishka.
Well, absolutely, Srishti. But with that, let's take a look at some of the earnings candidate and have a discussion with the MP Singh, who's the Director at Operations at RVNL. I would like to welcome him. Very good afternoon, Mr. MP Singh. Let's talk about your Q4 earnings then. And it's been a sort of a muted quarter. You had guided for revenue to be around 8,000 crore rupees, but we have seen a miss on that front. Could you help us understand what has led to that, and what would you guide for the FY26 fiscal?
The revenue guidance was not exactly 8,000 crore for the Q4, but overall revenue guidance for financial year we missed slightly. This was predominantly due to our less than expected performance in Q1 and Q2, but we have accelerated from Q3 and Q4. So you can see from Q3 to Q4, the revenue growth is substantial. It has grown from 4,590 crore to almost 6,300 crore, which is a growth of around 40% in the revenue in the Q4 as compared to Q3. And when you compare it year-on-year comparison from the last year, it's a slight dip of only around 4.5% as compared to Q4 of financial year 2023-24. So this is due to predominantly reason that it is a transformation phase from RVNL, and we are moving from basically our legacy projects to projects secured on bidding. And as you can see from our financial performance, the growth in revenue from the projects which we have secured through bidding is substantial. In the financial year, the growth as compared to financial year 23-24 is roughly 68% growth. And a decline in projects from legacy projects from railways which were secured through nomination is around 13% dip is there. So overall margins are roughly stable at the range of 5%, and we hope to further increase the revenue margin in the financial year 25-26, and we hope to better it to our historical level of around 6%.
All right, Mr. Singh, the last number that we had on your order book was close to 97,000 crores. If you can help us with the latest number for the order book, and along with that, how is the bifurcation between the bidding work and the railway work? What's the contribution from these two segments?
Actually, when you see our order book, it is basically a dynamic situation, because some orders we execute the work, and the order book available with us gets on increase or decrease depending upon the order flow. So in the financial year 24-25, we had an order inflow of around 14,000 crore, and our total order book as now it stands around 1 lakh crore total, out of which around 47,000 crore is through our legacy projects, and balance are projects secured through bidding. And on this order book, roughly comprises of various sectors where RVNL has done the strategic diversification. Order books comes from the metro sector, the electrification, the RDSS, solar sector, then the BharatNet and signaling projects of Indian Railways, and Vande Bharat train set manufacturing along with our partner TMH. Then we have got some orders from abroad in Maldives, Uzbekistan, and Saudi Arabia. They are around 5,000 crore orders from international projects.
All right, so like we were talking about orders, let's also talk about their execution then. There's been some bit of a challenge for some time. Are you seeing any improvement on that front? If you can update us on the Vande Bharat execution as well, which was delayed due to certain changes in train configuration. We were expecting to see the first prototype of the same by the first half of 2026. Now, is the company on track to do the same?
I'm very happy to inform you that the Vande Bharat project is progressing very fast, and we, along with our partner TMH, and for that we have floated a SPV, that is a Kinet Rail, and so design is in advanced stage of approval from Indian Railways, and the various vendors are finalized, and most of the critical components which were a challenge for the JV has been finalized, and now the production of prototype will start at Latur workshop, and we hope to see the first prototype in June 2026. Later on, the second prototype will also roll, and we hope to start the regular production from December 26 after approval of the prototype from Indian Railways.
Well, Mr. Singh, help us understand what is your outlook on exports, and also have the geopolitical events impacted your outlook in any way?
No, geopolitical situation as now is not affected the infrastructure segment as such, and our focus in internationally was in area where it is not affected much by the geopolitical situation emerging now. So our focus was in Africa, Middle East, Nepal, Southeast Asia, and some of the Eastern European countries like Albania, Croatia. So, and we hope to see the large growth in our orders from international sector during this financial year. We are also pursuing a project in Peru, which is a very large project, and it is a government-to-government initiative project. And we are moving, I'm very glad to inform you that we are moving in right direction on this project.
All right, Mr. Singh, with this, we let you go on that. Thank you so much for taking the time.